What's up, Scorpio? Okay, get ready for an amazing week. Now, you know when things start to progress. You know when things start to get exciting. Right before you see that breakthrough, something happens. And in your case, the something that happens is going to cause you to ask one question. In fact, that one question is actually the one word that we're going to use to describe the energy that's surrounding you now, and we'll be lingering on out. That one word or that one question is, why? And of course, to help you further understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you, Scorpio, I need for you to go with me on a mind trip. So one day you decide to treat yourself to a meal at an amazing buffet. You go to the buffet, you pick your food choices, and you have a seat at your booth. Now, as you are eating, you look over to the booth to the side of you because you hear someone complaining about this one specific dish that they don't like. They're digging into it and they're eating it and they're making all of these disgusting faces and all of these disgusting noises, and they're even saying how terrible and how nasty it is. Now, no matter how much the person said that it was disgusting and they didn't like it, they kept eating it anyway. Finally, the person finishes and they go back up to the buffet. Now, you're continuing on your first plate, you're chowing down, and the person comes back and sits at their booth. Next thing you know, they're complaining again and again. When you look down at their dish, they picked the exact same thing that they didn't like the first time. There they are, digging into it, eating it, making faces, saying how terrible it tastes. Now, the person finishes it and they go back up to the buffet and do the same thing several times throughout the night. They keep getting the dish that they don't like. Finally, the person is done, they're leaving the buffet, but before they do, they stop at your table and they say, hey, this food is so terrible. Did you try that one dish? It was just so terrible. And you ask them, then why did you keep choosing it? The person says, as they are offended that you would even ask such a thing. Scorpio, have you ever seen people feed into things that they don't like? I mean, you got people who will talk about somebody like a dog but can't stop stalking their social media. You got people who will say how much they can't stand a certain TV show or a certain politician, but every time that person pops up, boom, there they are, right there, glued to the screen. Can't take their eyeballs off, can't turn away. Have you ever met people that complain about a specific type of person that they don't like, but they continuously date that type of person? You are moving into a time where you're going to be observing these things, okay? Taking note. It's like you guys are going to become human psychologists, and you're going to be able to understand subconscious behaviors of why people eat and devour what they don't like, eat and devour negativity, and actually get energy and fuel off of it, okay? So be prepared for that as you guys are moving forward throughout this week. You guys may be getting a lot of epiphanies and downloads and understanding. I feel like of all things, when you keep asking why, you're gonna get an understanding. Also, if you just so happen to ask somebody this week, then why you date them? You know, like the person complains, this person don't do this for me, they don't do that for me. If you so dare to ask, well, why you keep dating them? Or why you don't break up with them then? You better be prepared. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So let's go ahead and let's get to the traditional tarot to see what else is in store for you guys. Center of the reading, the Empress. So you're at the top of your game, okay? A lot of you guys, if you're not feeling fresh-faced, happy, and bushy-tailed, this is what's in store, okay? You look like you're at the top of your game. Now, how did you get to the top of your game? Observing. Look at her. She's observing. She's looking over what she's already done and what she's already built. For some of you guys, I just heard a pat on the back. You guys need to give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. A lot of you guys, when you look back to maybe even a year or 2 years ago, you should really feel Empress-like from how far you've come. Okay, a lot of you guys should be feeling like that major arcana energy there. Okay, now look how she's looking. I love her facial in this, her facial expression in this depiction, because she's looking as if she's looking at somebody over there at the booth complaining. The Empress doesn't have time to complain because she's too busy producing results. She is, you know, fertile. She creates. Okay, let's see what, whoa. The King of Swords jumps out. Okay, so she's crossed by the King of Swords. So some of you guys could already have like a person, a love interest, or this could be some type of, I would say authority figure, but because you are the Empress, it's like, So some of you guys could either have, let's say you have like a side business or your own business where you are in charge. This may be like your husband or somebody, or like your man, or somebody who's a right-hand man who helps you. Okay, but that's good energy to start off with right there. So let me see why the King is here. Why is this King of Swords here? Ooh, look, the Four of Pentacles wants to turn over, and let me see something. Let me get something else. The Four of Pentacles, so someone's holding back. Oh yes, wow. So someone's holding back, and as soon as I say that, we got the Hangman. Okay, so this person may be quiet. You know what I just heard? Intimidation. Again, if this person has to support you, male or female energy, I'm feeling like someone doesn't want to carry the weight of, don't get me wrong, the weight of their woman. Somebody that they don't want to carry the weight of their woman. So for some of you successful women out there, if you're wondering why, like either the kings aren't showing up and you keep contracting, wow, or attracting lower paced, slower paced type guys who are maybe not financially where you want them to be, or people who keep, you know, coming in and then you either have to ghost them or they ghost you. I heard intimidation. Okay, some of you guys may be coming across intimidating, and for that, what I'm feeling is you don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to pretend to be poor and broke. But for some of you guys, you may want to withhold a little bit of information. I just heard some of y'all talk too much. I'm sorry. Some of y'all tell too much. And how does that leave room for me? Okay. For some of you all, you are so beautiful and so mystical and so magical that there is someone who wants to come in and they do want to spoil you. But you, as the Empress, may already spoil yourself. And so this person, again, that's saying, how does that leave room for me? Okay. I'm just hearing, make them feel special. So for those of you, this is for like the ones who are overly successful, or the ones you feel like you keep attracting the complainers, or the ones who constantly feed into the stuff that they don't want to. It's because the ones who can actually do for you and give you what you really want, for some of y'all, I feel like you scare them. Not just because you're, you know, the Empress, but because most men like to feel like they're needed, okay? And so they feel like if you don't need them, what can I do for you, oh Empress, but to be your humble servant, okay? And that's not what they want. So for some of you ladies who've been ghosted, you've been too, well, it's not your fault. I'm gonna just tell you how it has come across. You've been too intimidating. And that's why the lower vibrational dudes will latch on, because they need you. And they have no shame, okay? But then when you're dealing with a certain type of man, here we go, a certain type, a certain caliber, let them spoil you, okay? Let's see what's in the deep root of things. The Seven of Pentacles, the investment. He wants to invest in you. He wants to pour into you. And you've already done the same thing for yourself. But for those of you who are about to manifest someone who will invest in you, it is because you have already invested in yourself. You're going to make someone, you know, you're going to attract someone who is the same way. But listen, I mean, I don't know what other way to put it, because it's like, okay, you know, you're independent. You don't need no person to get your this done or buy you that or pay your this and that. And that's fine, you know. But at the same time, if this person wants to do that because it makes them feel like a man, then in this case, you may have to feed into that person's divine masculine energy where he wants to take care of you, even though you're totally independent and you can take care of yourself. Okay, now we got to break out of that energy. Okay, now we got to invest in the energy of being spoiled. You already spoiled yourself, so now it's time for you to spoil or be spoiled. You spoiled yourself, now it's time to be spoiled. What's happening? Oh, 2 cards want to, 3 cards want to jump off of the recent past, and look how beautiful. In the recent past, or in the past in general, there was heartbreak. There was frustration. There was a huge letdown. But then, Ace of Pentacles, something brand new either started or something brand new came in. This could have been promotion. It could have been job. I feel like it was something to help wean you off of this. You know how they say God will give you double for your trouble? Okay, so it's like a brand new start, and it's much better than what was, because boom, we got the 9 of Cups. So some of you guys could have had something amazing happen, some type of wish or dream come true, or this is what's happening. This Ace of Pentacles, this brand new start. This was, I keep feeling that double for your trouble or triple for your trouble. There was the heartbreak and you got it back. And that's why you're sitting here in Empress status. You got it back. Look at that. It's a trade-in. Okay, this person, 3 of Hearts, sad, heartbroken, from heartbroken to heartbreaker. Isn't it amazing how that thing turns around? And instead of being the one sitting at the table complaining, oh, these people don't do me right, I don't never have this, I don't never have that, it's like, boom, you can't say that no more. So now you're going to observe, and you're going to maybe see people who may even represent how you used to be in the past. And it's going to give you a deeper understanding of yourself, okay? I feel a lot of self-reflection coming on. A lot of self-reflection. Let's see what's in your headspace. Oh, the 10 of Swords. So the self-reflection in your head, like you killing a lot of old behaviors, a lot of old thought patterns, a lot of ways of thinking that did not serve you then, don't serve you now, except the only difference is you're observing them and you're cutting them. Okay? You're sitting down and you're watching the person complain and feed into what they don't like. And you're realizing maybe that person is a mirror of something that I had going on that I was able to release. Okay? Maybe you would have typed, oh, my ex, let me go stalk their social media. Look at them, they got a new person. She ugly. Look at the karmic. Da-da-da-da-da. And now it's like, that don't serve me no more. Now I see and I understand that me being on that person's page is like me being in the buffet, eating and feeding into the stuff that I don't like. I don't want to see you happy with somebody else, so guess what? I got the choice. I don't have to look. You know, some of y'all are really understanding that, and you've graduated past that, and now you're going to see that lesson learned in other people, okay? Let's see what's coming up in the near future. Whoa. Near future. Ooh, 2 cards. All right, the Ace of Cups, brand new love, brand new fulfillment. I just heard it again. Where does that leave room for me? Some of you guys are going to be reevaluating your love patterns. Why do you choose the thing you choose? For all my super successful females who have had that, you know, that business pop off, who got that raise, who got that promotion, or guys, take it how it applies. It's like you've reached a certain level and now you have these boundaries and now you have these rules. And it's like, but I'm going to reevaluate how I, you know, who I bring in, or how or why I behaved and did the things that I did. I just heard control. Well, the reason why I'm independent now is because somebody else had control. It could even be with a work situation where it's like, now I don't, you know, work for nobody else. I work for myself and I'm the boss of my own business, because back in the past you may have got fired and it may have taken you to a point where it's like, never again. I will always be in control. And so now that same spirit has carried over into relationships where it's like, I will always be in control because the last person used me, or the last person hurt me, or the last person did this and that. And now I have, so that if you come in, now maybe you try to control this person. That's another thing too. You can't control other people. And some of y'all are really learning that. For those of you who watch and observe other people complain, you can't control that they complain. If you ask them why, Lord, ask them why. Well, why do you keep choosing that? What? let's see what you look like. Oh no, let's talk about this. This Three of Wands. This popped out for the near future too. Expecting something wonderful and beautiful to come in. Okay, this is something that's going to carry you throughout the year. Whatever it is that comes in next for you, it's going to carry you throughout the rest of this year. So if there's a person that comes in with this Ace of Cups, this emotional fulfillment, then it looks like you guys are going to have a smooth sailing ride for the rest of the year. And you know, it's holiday season. Y'all gonna be able to go to stage plays. You're gonna be able to hold hands and watch the different leaves turn colors on the trees. All of that emotionally good stuff. But at the same time, Three of Wands, you're waiting, you're building, you're bonding, you're growing things at a deep root, okay? A lot of relationships that start during these times where you can build something solid, they generally last, okay? Because it's not summer. Well, it's still kind of summer, but it's not where everybody's just all off the rails or whatever. People are calming down, okay? Let's see what the fear is. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Some of y'all don't want to have no baby. But no, this is the beginning. Again, you got another ace, but this is some type of action. Okay, now coming out of this summer season, moving into the fall season, launchings. There are going to be so many launchings. A lot of people are lining things up for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. For some of you all, bloop, that's your clue right there. You sitting there trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, well, how I'm gonna make some money. Make sure that whatever you're doing, you're lining it up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It is not that far away. You probably read about a couple people last year who went from literally rags to riches on those 2 days. Literally didn't have that much money because they invested it all in their business. Okay, and by the end of Cyber Monday, they made over $1 million. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Some of you guys need to get something. I don't care if you ain't never ran a business before in your life. At this time, you need to be conjuring up, meditating, asking God, give me an idea, let me get a product, let me do a service so you can be in line to get that money. Okay, but some of y'all afraid, some of y'all scared. Take them action steps, but you got to do what you got to do because look, there's a ROI. There's a return on an investment with your name on it. But you got to be ready to kill old mindsets. Stop feeding into the things that you don't like and only feed whatever market you're trying to explode in. Let's see what we get for how you look. Ooh, the World card. So you look like the full package. This is my full package card, okay? The Empress. Why? Because you got a brand new beginning when it comes to money, projects, adventures, promotion. You are number one when it comes to that action. Some of you guys, this could be a brand new dating situation. And here comes the romance. Ace, again, 3 aces, followed by the dreams coming true. You want to know what it all stems from? How do you become the Empress? Number 1, sometimes it takes that good old heartbreak, okay, to make you soul search, to make you say, you know what, no more. No more feeding into what I don't like, because if I continuously feed into what I don't like and get up and go to the buffet and keep choosing the same dish that I don't like, I am never going to enjoy a good meal. That's like definition of insanity. Okay, keep tasting the same dish over and over and over, expecting the dish to be different. It's not. It's the same thing. Anyway, you learn that through this frustration and this heartbreak. Okay, you learn that through other people asking you, why are you dating that person? You could do so much better. And then you going within that soul search, that investing in yourself, working on yourself, loving yourself, raising your value, and boom, you become the Empress. But we got to make sure that if you desire marriage, husband, all of that kind of stuff, you got to leave room for this person. What's that mean? Don't become super successful? Absolutely not. Just make sure that when that person does come in, you let them spoil you. You're the Empress. Let that divine masculine be the masculine, okay? I don't need no guy, because I don't need nobody to do this for me. I don't need nobody to do that for me. Da da da. I don't know who that's for, but somebody is superly independent. Okay. But anyway, you look like the world. All right, let's see. Also, you guys, I love to, it's full package, but again, this is trips, This is someone who you might even be a traveler, someone who has had their passport stamped a few times. Okay, knowledgeable, international. For some of you guys who are in the limelight, you might be looked at as internationally marketable. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but you're internationally marketable. Okay, you sweep across a lot of nations. For some of y'all, that may be some type of book that gets translated into a lot of different languages, but something about you, your product, your service is internationally marketable. Also, for some of you all who are creating things right now, okay, you looking to, have this thing, have this return on an investment, you need to be thinking about creating a globally solution-based product. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. A solution-based, global solution-based project or product or service. The entire world can benefit. This may be for one specific person. You got this download from Spirit. You got the idea. They gave you the innovation. Okay? That one idea is a solution to a global problem. And I ain't talking about no big, we got to save the ocean type. No. I mean, like, you know how people come up with the solution of you push the button and the light come on? It's just a little circle. You just push and the light come on, boom, all over the world. Small. Okay? Small. I don't know who that's for. Okay, let's get into it. What do you look like? Or no, what do you hope for? And I was going to say that too. I was going to say some of y'all, you got that idea, you got the innovation, you just need the money. You just need that investment. Okay? You need to take those initial steps. And for some of y'all, it's one step right after the other. Okay? For some of y'all, okay, let's say you want to get an LLC. It's not like, whoosh, everything all at one time. It's like you got to get this, then they got to mail this letter, you got to fill this out and do this and do that. It's a process, okay? You don't go from kindergarten to 12th grade. You go kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. You know what I mean? Even when you're running up some stairs, you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of y'all may go 1, 3, 5, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're not going up the whole staircase at once. They didn't build Rome all in one day. Take your time. It's okay. For some of y'all, you in a rush. And I just heard you got something to prove. I'm going to just tell you like this. That's not the formula that you want. Take your time. Take your time. What's the outcome? Ooh, temperance. See? Patience. Be calm, self-control. You do your part. Spirit, angels, that whole supernatural realm, they do their part. You do your part, they do their part. Equal give and take between you and Spirit. You take 3 steps forward, Spirit pushes you 10 steps forward. That kind of thing. Self-control, being patient, understanding that divine timing plays their role too. You took your 3 steps. You can't force Spirit to go take 10 steps right now because you're ready right now. You know what I mean? You got to wait until that divine timing, and then you can take your next steps forward, okay? But you just got so much to look forward to. I mean, your season is coming for those who aren't already in it. Okay, you got to just keep working them ideas. You got to keep working that faith when it comes to those ideas so that you can constantly produce and constantly manifest, okay? So that is what I give for you, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate you guys so much. If you need a personal reading, you can email me, waterstarvibes@gmail.com. Look in the description box to see how you should list and format your questions. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you guys can follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes. Thank you guys so much, Scorpio, once again. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.